defensively.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Serge Ibaka, the 24th pick by the Thunder back in 2008. From the start, Steve, his incredible work ethic has shown through.
No doubt, Kevin. He's become one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Excellent defender, can guard 4s and 5s. A terrific weak-side shot blocker. And that jump shot, that 17-footer, has given Oklahoma City the spacing that offense needs.
Here's Butler. Here's Drummond. Westbrook pulls it in.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
A moment.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Rattle that rim.
Hope he's okay.
Jennings against Durant. Monroe, no good.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Now here's Durant. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint, dominate.
Jennings kicks to Meeks. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Buries the long-range jumper. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, you know, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
You know, going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other, so they're going to be good for a long time. Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down today. Complete disregard for human life and his own safety, pulling a move like that.
He just couldn't help himself, could he?
Right between the eyes, as somebody I know might say.
Monroe, no good.
Well, they did have to deal with some small market repercussions, though. The Thunder, I'm talking about. You know, they couldn't afford to pay James Harden. They had to make that trade. But I think they've dealt with it really well. They've added some nice pieces, and the Thunder, obviously, still one of the elite teams in the NBA.
Here's Jennings. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Drummond with it. Guarded now by Durant. Meeks passes to Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. That drops. Caldwell Pope's got his first basket of the night. The Thunder leading by 14. And Durant, here we go. Power down with both hands.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently.
Out to the right wing. Jennings kicks to Caldwell Pope. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Fades. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got his second bucket of the game to go. Well, Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Picked away. And now the fast break. Meeks with the ball. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough beat, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And so here is Oklahoma City, following the bucket by the Pistons. Morrill kicks to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. Here's Jennings. No good on that last second attempt there. In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist of the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Well, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Brandon Jennings acquired in a sign and trade by the Pistons last season on a 3-year, $24 million contract.
Jennings probably expecting more in terms of the deal. But look, maybe it was a wake-up call for him. You know, he has not been part of a winning team yet. And generally speaking, you know, stats alone don't get you max contracts. Stats and wins are what do that, and that's what's next for Jennings.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. His advice, clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Thanks, Doris. On the floor for Detroit, Tayshaun Prince out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Jody Meeks. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Monroe in at the 5 down low.
And for Jennings, a quick, explosive athlete at the point. But you talk about how can he improve. He has the physical attributes to become a lockdown defender. But his focus at that end comes and goes. He's got to be more consistent in his focus at that end.
The Thunder leading by 12. Durant kicks to Waiters. Back to Durant. Takes a 3. No good. And the Pistons now going the other way.
It's been a tale of two halves, guys. He was on fire from long range in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
Over in the corner, Meeks. Jackson against Waiters. The Pistons working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Count the bucket. And it's 6 points for Greg Monroe.
And the other aspect for Jennings, a streaky scorer to this point in his career. A little loose with his mechanics and shot selection, I think, a part of it. I think improving his shooting percentages is an area where he needs to get better.
Collison with it. Guarded now by Tayshaun Prince. Durant against Jackson. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
No, that's his 4th turnover, and he's going to find himself on the bench if this keeps up.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. So Stan Van Gundy's going to talk to his team here. Timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. The drive by Jackson. Here's Monroe. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Enes Kanter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Butler, he's checked in for Detroit. And that one's good. Durant.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Meeks. He's guarded by Waiters. Meeks can't hit.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
They don't need much of anything else the way he's scoring the ball out there.
Pistons trail by 14. There's the pick. Outside Butler. Dishes to Monroe. A baseline J. That's good. Monroe's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Durant against Jackson. Durant attacking. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. And the Thunder lead by 14.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Meeks dishes to Monroe. Puts up the baby hook, and it comes off the front of the rim.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Durant, that's good.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
Now here's Butler. There's the pick. Jackson drives in. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 13-4 run. And Durant, here we go. And that one is hammered home.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Well, they're passing. To Jackson. Over in the corner, Meeks. Tries a 3. Jackson misses. The Thunder leading by 20.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for Oklahoma City.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And with the win here tonight, they break the 1-1 season series tie up to this point. Well, I think they have to be really pleased with the 2-1 winning record this year against the Pistons.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Durant. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
And the officials call over the back, a little too aggressive there.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
For the Thunder, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Durant. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Drummond's checked in for Tolliver. Sean Williams checks in for Greg Monroe. Miller's checked in for Caron Butler. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Jody Meeks. Durant's checked in for Augustine. There's 45 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Durant for 3, and he gets the bucket.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Williams sets a screen for Jackson. Williams double-teamed. Jackson drives in. That's good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Durant for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Count that one.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Here is Durant. Left side Durant. The three-pointer is right on target.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
And Durant with the block. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be made of the scoring that you had here, certainly, but can you describe or put a value on the contributions of your teammates?
Well, it's a team game.